So if the dad, like I keep telling you, or the mom thought I molested the stepdaughter in '94, they got 48 hours to go to the police, either one of them, right? You understand why? Right. That's enough time to gather the evidence, right? Sperm lasts so long, right? Saliva lasts so long, right? But if you don't get proof, right, beyond the video, by the way, where I might have asked her who showed her that on the video, too, right? Oh, so you say so, right? But I know I would, period, right? Because I know children aren't supposed to wake up a person on the college trails. Before 93 and 94, right? Because I've been watching and hearing about that on talk shows for years, right? About children being molested by adults, right? That's how we came to know one of my female cousins, like I told you before, was being molested by her stepdad, right? But he had a gun involved, right? Well, I'm sleeping on the couch, so there's no gun involved. There's no candy involved to lure the child from the bedroom or a pet, right? Kitten or something, right? Or puppy, right? To try and get the child to have sex with me and lure her into the living room, right? Idiot, right? Which we also heard of when we were kids, right? Those are ways pedophiles try to get you to come in there to them and kidnap you, right? We've all heard that growing up. Yes, we. Now, there's a new show on NBC called Found. Ain't that crazy, sir? Mark. But I know nothing about it. I know you know nothing about it. I don't know your characters from freaking NBC. I'm in Georgia. And, you're in New York. Are we mentally cohabitating the same ideas? Right. You know what that means? That's coincidence. Oh, no, it is. Ah, because we've heard the same thing growing up. That's what that means. That's what that means. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It means we both heard about children being kidnapped growing up, and that's how that works. Right. All it means. And of course, I'm on the side of the kidnapper or the kidnappee, right? The kidnappee, right? Or I would have done something. I'd be in trouble for it by now, right? That's what I keep telling you, right? If I'm a kidnapper, I would kidnap a child. If I'm not, I wouldn't ever. You can't even talk me into it, right? But then you're just using a theory which is based upon what's in your head, right? Crazy Dr. Zoloft. You sound more harmful to children and like you would actually kidnap one because you're accusing me of it, right? When I never did, right? You can't accuse me without people looking at you funny as well, right? That's malpractice. Sound like I'm thinking about children how you think about children, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We don't think about children the same way then, right? That's what I keep telling you, nor gay men, nor gay men. I keep telling you, it's rape if you tell a male you're not gay and he keeps trying to pursue you. It is, it is. Even if he's blocking you out and trying to have sex with you, right? That becomes rape. It becomes rape. Legally rape deals. I'm complaining about it since being on the ship. Yeah. That's what I'm telling the Navy too, right? Alright. Even if it's just on YouTube. Even if it's just YouTube. And on my blog. Not on your blog. I'm telling you, I ran into some homosexual issues in my tour in the Navy. Not everybody does, but I did. I ran into people trying to make me gay or want me to be gay with them, whichever it was. I don't know, but I didn't trust their asses to do it with them. And I was telling them no the whole time, right? Not just once, Dr. Zoloff. Not just twice, Dr. Zoloff. 3 times I told Ben Campbell, no, I'm not gay. When he inquired, you can't prove differently. It's my word against his word and your word. And then we go to court and I testify and they see who they believe. And they see who they believe. Me or Ben. Me or Ben. Now, he's my superior. He has the power to withhold training or to train me properly, but I have no power over being. No. That's about power, Dr. Zoloft. I had no power over Amanda. In fact, Amanda would have more power waking me up than I would over her sleeping on the couch. Right. Because I can't explain how she got in there to me. I know. By the way, without looking suspicious myself, and like I said, I didn't have any kidney. I didn't have a puppy or a kitten, right, to even try and lure her to the living room, right? And I damn sure ain't gonna try to get her out by waking up her mom, whether I would or not, right? I ain't gonna take that chance of waking up Daphne and trying to get into the bedroom. At all. So like I keep telling you, what do you think Daphne's gonna say anyway if you accuse her of letting her daughter wake me up in the middle of the night? Anyway, no. Because she also knows nothing happened, right, if you did or not, right? You don't know shit about it, but what I'm telling you on YouTube, and you're trying to base that on shame on you, or shame the fraud, or right, the people trying to put me down, right, for no reason other than they're assholes, right? And I can do good impersonations, excuse my French there again, YouTube. And you can call an asshole if they're being an asshole to you, right? If someone's being a jerk, you can call them a jerk. You're trying to get them to stop being a jerk to you, right? Right. It's like if someone slaps you, you got to file a police report for them slapping you. You can't just necessarily slap them back all the time either, right? So you call the police on them and you write up an assault case, right? Now, if they do slap you, though, and you took martial arts and you hit them back, right, you still can only hit them once for one slap, right? You can't keep hitting them and knock them out, right? If they hit you once, the most you can do is hit them once back. That's called eye for an eye, right? Slap for a slap, right? That's in your Bible too, by the way, Jews and Christians, right? You slap me once, I'll slap you once, right? If you don't want me to slap you, don't slap me. That's supposed to be the point of that, right? When it says do it to others, as you would have them do it to you, right? As well in the Bible, in the Old and New. That's the point of that law. If you don't want someone stretching you out on the bed till you die, like in Sodom, don't do that to someone yourself, right? And there were at least 6 to 7 men involved with that particular thing they were doing in Sodom, right? If you remember that too, right? But you gotta read it or it does you no good, right? If you don't read something, you don't know about it. You don't know what they're saying. Now I think I know where the Sadducees got the 7 being with the 7 women was the story of Tobit with Sarah. Mm-hmm. And how Sarah had 7 husbands and they all died, but Tobias went with Michael to meet her, but he didn't die, and he was the 8th man to be with her. But the hypothetical had to be based upon something, and it was obviously Sarah from the book of Tobit, right? But Christians won't tell me that. No Christian has taught me from that book that could be where the Sadducees got the idea of the 7 women being with one woman, right? Which is what happened with her in that story, right? Which is supposed to be real, right? Not just the morality tale. I know. And really involved the angel Raphael, right? Which is his first appearance in the Bible. You got Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. And he's coming in during the Daniel's time to Jonah's time. Right. As well. And the time of Nineveh, which is also in Ezekiel. I know. And Jonah. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, all this is going on around the same time, though, still. Right. And it's still a morality tale about raising up seed to your family, right? Yes, it is. Naphtali was their tribe, right? And they were still trying to follow the Lord, even though of Naphtali and of the 10 tribes, not the 2, Levi and Judah, which stayed more in Jerusalem, right? Mm-hmm. And that's another point, right? You gotta listen to your patients, and if you're gonna lawyer for someone, you can't scam them or you can be disbarred, right? You gotta listen to both sides of the argument too, right? If there's an argument here, right? That's why I told you. All I know is someone came by to fix the cable, and I think it was a female with boobs, right? Now, I don't know if it was anything more involved with it, because I think I blacked out too, right? But she got there a little before 10, and I came to about 20 or so minutes later, right? Before she left too, right? And it was a she, not a transgender person. You're lying again. And I caught you in your lie. And I caught you in your lie. Just like with them lying on Susanna. Mm-hmm. I know. If she is whatever her name was, she's a Comcast employee. And I told you as much as I remembered that it was a female employee. You think they have a bunch of female employees to begin with? Right, no. Probably not. Probably not. Now, like I said, depending on the scenario, right, and what she told me her name was, right, through the door, right, I might have tried to make a sex move on her, too. I'm not sure. I don't normally now. But I ain't been with anyone that I know of since 2008. That was 2021, right? In April. Not sure of the day either, right? Again, right? So I've been talking about that the whole time, off and on. But when you're making a false theory, doctor, it's easy to prove. Because you're not here, only me and the Comcast person are, right? The personnel, right? All right? If I saw when I went outside it was a female, you can't change that, right? Into a transgender person suddenly. No. No, when it happened, I told you that day. Yeah. In 2021. Because I've been on YouTube since before that. Since 2020. Right. I told you when all this happened after it happened. Right. I'm telling you a continuous story from one day to the next, which I think should be very entertaining by now. And you should get the point of how to deal with a mentally ill person so they don't do this stuff to you, or you get to know them better, or you don't judge us falsely, which is what you're doing still. Yes. Yes.